I also want to say out of the $5 billion US dollars that was donated to us, it's our intention to also offer to the Jamaican corporation $3 billion US dollars out of that 5 billion US dollars.
Pelpa time protection.
His ministry, he will head that department. And of course, each and every ministry, we do have the Ministry of Housing in the person of Chief Carlton Brightly. Chief Brightly, it's right over there. So he's for housing and development, and also for the Minister of Works and Roads in the person of our very own Global High Chief David Cook. And of course, you can see in Jamaica, a lot of the roads are terrible. And of course, the Maroon Sovereign government will be seeking to ensure that the road infrastructure is rehabilitated and we have proper roads to drive on. Also, in light of this, I would also make mention of many of the goals and plans that we do have as the Maroon government. Now, I also want to make it abundantly clear as well that we are in no competition with the Jamaican corporation. We're not. We have our arms and hands stretched out to the Prime Minister of this country. That's Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, and we're extending our hands to him as well in partnership as we work together for the betterment and the growth of this nation. I also want to say out of the $5 billion US dollars that was donated to us, it's our intention to also offer to the Jamaican corporation $3 billion US dollars out of that 5 billion US dollars, and that is for humanitarian purposes, and that should go towards our nationals, our people, our health, education. We want to ensure that the future generation is secured and they are educated so that they can lead like us today. One of the things I also want to highlight as the Minister of Tourism and Transportation. Now, the Ministry of Tourism and Transportation envisions a connected, sustainable, and culturally vibrant Maroon nation where our roads, ports, and pathways carry not just goods and people, but also ideas, opportunities, and pride. Our mission is simply, but yet it's powerful. Our key initiatives is to develop our cultural tourism circuit. Now, I also want to highlight, as it relates to our transportation system, to connect our communities and strengthen our economy. We are launching the Nyankapong Transport Network Plan. We will be launching that. And the key priorities of this includes construction and rehabilitation of major roads, linking Maroon towns and rural communities, introduction of community-based transport cooperatives to improve local mobility and also job creation. So we are also in for job creation and creating jobs, even for our young people. Development of green transport solutions, such as solar-powered vehicles and clean energy ferries. Now, I know in the past, ferries used to be a thing at Port Royal connecting to downtown, but it's my initiative and my intention and my goal to reintroduce ferries back in Jamaica, where it will make our travel a much smooth, safe, and also time-efficient one. So for those who experience a lot of traffic, those who live in Portmore and in Kingston, of course, and you have to get to work at a certain time, your business meetings, the ferry is going to be working out for you. I also want to make a mention as well that we are empowering people through training and enterprise. Now, growth means nothing without empowerment. Growth means nothing without empowerment. Always remember that. So tourism and hospitality training programs for our youth and women entrepreneurs. Small business support funds for local artisans, guides, and transport providers. I'm sure we have the transport operators in here tonight, and they're represented. We have the president of the All Voice Transportation in the person of Reverend Finnegan. That's Reverend Finnegan, is he here? Yes, he's right there. Yes. And of course, we do have the president of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, and he's actually one of our master of ceremonies this evening in the person of President Edgerton Newman. Everyone knows him. He's a famous media personality right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. And so in light of this, with that being said, our growth must always honor the spirit of the land and the wisdom of our elders. Now, we welcome collaborations that bring technology, training, and investment, but always on terms that uplift our people and protect our autonomy. In concluding, my Maroon brothers and sisters, because I already say all of you are Maroons inside of here, and you are Maroons not only by skin, but also by blood. By birth, you are Maroons. Now, our ancestors built nations in the mountains when the world said it could not be done. Yes? Now it is our turn to build a nation of opportunity, connected by roads, sustained by tourism, and guided by culture. The Ministry of Tourism and Transportation is not just building infrastructure, but we are building pathways to prosperity, pride, and unity. Let us move forward together, hand in hand, heart in heart, ensuring that every Maroon from the highlands to the coast can say proudly, we are Nyankopon, sovereign, strong, and rising. Blessings to each and every one of you. We shall be one people, one nation, one destiny. Thank you.
We shall be. Boy, my son, thank you, this evening, Papa. I soon go to some food. Hold on, the food will come. Kitchen, get ready. Our brothers and sisters can clap. You know, I'm overjoyed to be here this afternoon in the midst of this gathering of our brothers and sisters. We are coming down to the spice of the evening. You haven't heard from the big man yet. This one here, when him come up, I'm going to blow the thing again. But right now, we want to invite you to share with us how the money are run. You see me talk about money all the time. So let us now invite our Chief Minister of Finance, Health and Wellness, Dr. Andrew Morales, to come to the podium. My apologies. Please come to the microphone now and speak to us on the issue of finance, health and wellness. You know, I think I heard Dr. Miller talk about the problem we have in the health sector, among other things. And a number of persons, including judges, beauty queens, and them same thing that happened to him is a cut out one short. What's going on, Doc? Talk to us, eh?
Greetings, everyone. I'm Dr. Alvin, not Andrew. There's Mr. Andrew Morales over there. I'm Dr. Alvin Morales. I'm the Chief Minister of Health, Wellness, Finance, and the Environment. So I have a lot of work to do and to be done, and I'm promising you all that it will be done effectively and to the benefit of all. So, let me speak to you first about health and wellness briefly, then I'll speak to you about the finance. Within 5 years, to have this completely turned around. Our children, especially in rural areas, are not getting proper nutritional support, and that is not altogether because of the government, it's all partially because of poor agricultural practices that fill our foods with chemicals, including, what's it called? That thing I kill insects with, pesticides. Pesticides and a lot of artificial fertilizer and also things that our food is lacking in nourishment. Our soil has been used since the days of the imperialists, and they used to not nourish the soil, they don't give it a break. So when the plant sucks the nourishment out of the soil, and they turn around and just plant new plants just to get the money from it, then the soil does not have a chance to be replenished. So there's a lack of nourishment in the soil because we're not giving it a break. So our farmers have not been taught the technique of turning over the soil periodically in order to get new fresh soil to the surface so that we can have proper nourishment going into our foods. So 70 years ago, the amount of nourishment in the soil is not the same amount of nourishment that we're getting in the soil now to nourish the food. So they're putting artificial fertilizers into the soil, which is basically poisoning us. So we need to take a strong look at that, and our Minister of Agriculture over there in Seychelles, I intend to have a strong discussion with her concerning that and her plans on what we're going to do with our farmers to improve the soil quality so that our soil will be improved, we'll get better food from our soils instead of the chemicals that we're consuming right now. Additionally, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but additionally, I have an intention to meet with some government officials from, not the Nyankopon government, but from the Jamaican government in a very short while, in order to discuss some of the things concerning health. I sent a letter to Minister Tufton of the Jamaican government to ask him for a meeting to discuss the lack of nourishment in some of the imported foods that we're getting into Jamaica. And I think that we need to address this quickly because our people are suffering and they're eating but not getting any nourishment. So we find people with poor health conditions who are eating so-called healthy foods. We see children, especially in a lot of rural areas, with white spots on their teeth. And it's a condition called fluorosis that causes their teeth to become like this. It's coming from the fluoride in the toothpaste that they're feeding to us and giving us to use. So the Nyankopon government is in the process of developing a non-fluoride toothpaste which will be available very shortly. And I'm looking forward to having your support in this so that we can continue to produce this. The formula is ready. We just need to start manufacturing and get it out on the market. You will know it because all our products that we put out will have the Nyankopon symbol on it. since 2020, Jamaicans were put into a position of being forced into taking the COVID vaccine. From the very start, I've been telling people this vaccine is toxic and it's based on an RNA structure. Our bodies sport a DNA structure, and by taking this vaccine, we have converted our structure from DNA to RNA. And by doing so, we'll find in the near future fathers who take paternity tests based on DNA for their sons and daughters will get a negative result saying, you're not the daddy. Because we've changed our structure from DNA to RNA with this vaccine. In addition, the vaccine contained a metal called graphene oxide. The vaccines contain a metal called graphene oxide in very small quantities. But at the same time that they came up with the vaccine with the graphene oxide, they announced a new invention, 5G networks. Now, graphene oxide, this metal called graphene oxide, is the only metal that will respond to the 5G network. So they have put this metal inside our bodies with the vaccine in order to be able to control our moods, our emotions, and other bodily functions with the 5G network. And that's why it was introduced at the same time as the COVID vaccine. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So we have also come up with a medicine that we call the reversal tonic. The reversal tonic is a medicine that is strictly owned and will be patented to the Nyankopong Sovereign Maroon Global Government, and it will be available to the public starting tonight. What this medicine will do is reverse the negative side effects of the COVID vaccine. So the people who took the vaccine here and would like to know more about this tonic, the reversal tonic, some samples are on display at a table over there near the door, and it's the ingredients are clearly listed on the label, and you can take a look at it and see what it is. But it will take the graphene oxide out of your body. This medicine was tested at the Maroon office on people who took the vaccine. We added the medicine to the blood, and we also had these people take the medicine orally for a period of time. The blood was tested, and the graphene oxide and other negative items were gone. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Edwards, sitting there. He was my partner in the research and development of this tonic, and he has also been instrumental in helping me to do the blood tests and experimentation to make sure that the tonic works. Thank you, Dr. Edwards. And I'd also like to mention that our great emperor, the Honorable His Excellency Horace L.A. Lewis, also gave me many suggestions in what we should put into this tonic, based on his long-standing experience and his vast knowledge on, I'd say, every topic that I've discussed with him. He has given me more, he has added more wisdom to what I already had. And I'd like to thank Emperor Louis again for everything that he has done for me since I joined the Nyankopong Sovereign Maroon government about a year ago. When I'm not performing, he brings me up to standard by cussing me. And I appreciate it. Okay, and briefly on finance, back to health a minute. We're planning to order some mobile health clinics that will be spread throughout Jamaica and sent into rural areas especially, to help people in rural areas that do not have access to healthcare very quickly. So within the next year, we plan to order our first set of health clinics, mobile health clinics, to be dispatched throughout Jamaica. That is from the Ministry of Health and the Now on to finances, and I won't be long. I'm being prompted to be quick by the Assistant Secretary of State. Mr. Roll, I promise to be quick. Where finances are concerned, we have been working diligently to get the Nyankopong Sovereign Maroon Bank, Central Bank, up and running. Most of the work on this, I have to confess, has been done by Ms. Rowe and the members of the team in the office. And I played a very minimal role in getting this done, and I will admit that I'm not going to take credit for what I have done. So I did not play a major role in this, but thank God for the people who work in the office, it has been done. And it falls under my ministry, and I feel very guilty that I have left it to the office staff to take care of it, especially Ms. Rowe, the Emperor, and the Assistant Secretary of State. I'd also like to thank Dr. Owie, who contributes a lot in giving us his great insight on what we should do and contributing by introducing us to important people in the industry that could help us to get the central bank started. Thank you, all of you. Great things ahead, and I'm hoping that you will all stay in touch, keep in touch. If you have not yet registered for your maroon documents, we are at 96 Constant Spring Road. That's at the corner of Shortwood Road, right here in Kingston. Please, if you have not yet registered, come in and get registered and get your maroon documents. There are many, many benefits attached to having the sovereign maroon documents. Won't go into them right now, but if you come into the office, call me if you'd like. I have tons of business cards on me. You see me, I'm sitting right at the table over there. And if you don't catch me at the table, I'll be here for a while after the event. So get my business card. You can call the Nyankopong office, which number is what again, Mr. Rowe? 669-3330. That's 669-3330. Or come to us at 96 Constant Spring Road. And of course, you can get my business card sometime during the night. Thank you all very much for your time and for listening. And although the event is not over, I'm hoping and wishing for you all a safe journey back to your homes. And I pray for all the blessings for you and your families. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Morales. We're coming down to the curry of the night's event. We're going to be breaking for a short while to have you, your taste bud.
Refreshed.
Yes.
Yes. And so we're going to go into an interlude of entertainment. We're inviting Benito to come up. We have 15 minutes of that. And while that is happening, we're inviting all of you to go to the buffets, I think at either side of the room. I think there may be also one on the outside. And just refresh yourselves. All right? So Benito.
Let's have Pelpa. All right, let's have it.
Pleasant good night. I must recommend, and I like friend, it's more like family, the Emperor, having me here to perform for you all. But
boom! Pelpa Time Production. Big up to all of my viewers all over the world. You don't know. Big up to all who lock into Pelpa Time TV over the years. You don't know. Link with and you get your music video shoot, direct and edit. Your wedding, your funeral, party, stage show, photo shoot, you name it. So just check the information on the screen and lock in to Pelpa Time TV Production. Big up on yourself.
Pelpa TV.
Pelpa time. Pelpa time. Room.
Pelpa Time Production.
Pelpa Time.
Pelpa time production. Pelpa TV.
For Pelpa Time.
It's a Pelpa Time, you know it's that time.
Pelpa Time TV.
I'm governor representing of Pelpa Time, you know.
Pelpa Time, you know what I think tough?
I when I say Pelpa Time, I'm more like more.
Can't mix up Pelpa time thing with no coffee.
Yeah, man, a Pelpa Time, and I represent for your scene with Pelpa Time.
Pelpa Time right now.
Oh, Pelpa Time, I want to them.
Pelpa time TV. Pelpa time. Down for Pelpa time productions.
Pelpa Time Production, it does
Represent for Pelpa TV.
Pelpa Time TV.
Pelpa time. Yeah, let them get the belt on time, you know.
It's all about Pelpa Time. Keep it locked.
Come represent for Pelpa, be a badness. Pelpa TV, our TV.
It's Pelpa time TV. Cross.
Pelpa time protection.